You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business.
Good morning and happy. This is the first day of the week, right?
It is the first day of the week, yes.
Yeah. I almost said it, and I thought, oh, maybe it isn't.
Have
I've been here already.
Have you accomplished too much work already?
Perhaps. Yes, no, I haven't done enough.
Oh, well, then it is still the first day of the week.
All right, so good. I've got plenty of time to catch up.
Indeed. I think I found the solution for grease.
Grease lightning?
No, not that grease. And not the grease that's on my kitchen equipment. No, I'm talking about the economic problem that Greece, the country, is going through.
Okay.
I think I found the solution.
Oh, really? You have found the solution?
Why should this surprise you? I'm a creative kind of guy.
You are a creative kind of guy.
Yes, ma'am.
You're full of great ideas.
I am full of something.
Hot air and all sorts of stuff. Okay,
right.
so how? You've got all these professionals working on it, and you.
I think the Greeks need to move to Germany and start shaking down the trees.
Excuse me?
So in Germany, apparently, if you shake the right tree, $200,000 in euros will come falling out of the treetops.
The trees are made out of money in Germany. They're hiding money up in the tops of the trees in Germany.
It would seem that way.
Here in America, we hide it under a mattress, bury it in the backyard. But in Germany, they put it in the top of a tree.
Apparently, what seemed to be real-life money tree in northeastern Germany turned out to be an unfortunate hiding spot when 50-euro notes began falling from its branches.
Somebody was hiding their money up in the tree.
They were.
It was found.
Yeah, police revealed that over $200,000 in cash was held in a plastic bag suspended from a treetop. The bundle was found last Saturday after significant heat wave, which caused the pipe to bend a little bit, to melt. It was a plastic pipe, and then the elastic used to close the bag reportedly broke, allowing the 50-euro notes to slip to the ground like dead leaves. So all the Greeks need to do is just move to Germany and hang out.
All right, and start shaking the money trees.
Right.
Money trees in Germany.
Right. Peter Gabriel sang a song about that, I think.
Where's the oddest place you've ever hidden stash cash?
Should I tell you?
Well, I asked. I
know, but if I give it away, then I might be blowing everything.
Is this where you cover? You think everybody hides it in the same place?
I think it's. I'm not.
Do you have a funny can in the pantry?
No.
Do you wrap it in the freezer and stick it in the freezer?
No.
In the toilet tank, behind the toilet tank?
No.
In the toilet tank, but behind the toilet tank?
No.
Under your mattress?
No.
In a shoe?
No. Okay, so the weirdest place I've ever hidden, and not just money, is inside a trophy.
A trophy?
Yeah, you know those trophies always come with the little thing, that the little round bowl that the guy is standing on? Oh, yeah. Think about it. All these trophies, they come with a hollowed-out little bowl that has a little mound on it, and the guy, the baseball player, the soccer player, they're all attached to the top of the mound.
Oh, a mound.
But there's always the base underneath it.
Uh-huh.
It's hollow.
Oh, it is.
Unscrew it. That's what is screwed to the bottom of the trophy.
Okay. Oh, and so the base of the trophy is hollow.
Yeah.
So that's where you're hiding your money, and you think everybody else is too, and now that you've...
I used to hide things.
When you were a kid? Mm-hmm. Your baseball trophy.
Well, I don't have any trophies anymore.
But yeah, when you were a kid, that's where you hid stuff.
I don't have a trophy.
Your baseball trophies.
I don't have a trophy at all.
Did you hide bad stuff in your baseball trophies? So here I am being a good kid.
Yeah.
Now I won this trophy for being a good kid, but I'm hiding bad stuff inside my trophy.
Nobody ever think to look there, right?
Huh.
I was so busted at 16.
They found the trophies?
They found the trophies.
They found the trophies.
They found the trophies.
So it wasn't that good of a stash of a hiding spot.
I got sent away.
They found the trophy, so you're all like proud of this, like, Angel, it's hollow and it's brilliant. I got busted. They found it.
Right,
it really wasn't that good of a hiding spot.
Another great place?
Where?
The hemline of the curtains.
The hemline of the curtains.
I had the most god-awful, world's worst Who Shot the Couch curtains when I was growing up. And but they had big, thick 4-inch
thick
hems.
Hems, yeah, and you could hide
just
in the hems?
pop that hemline there, and you got a 4-inch tube of wonders.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? All right. Oh, fascinating.
I found that too.
They found it too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should emphasize the word hiding spot. Maybe you're just kind of like the guy who hid his money in the tree. You're like, it's a brilliant. It got found. So not so brilliant.
No, this is a business talk show, so I'm trying to help the Greeks out with their financial debacle. In addition to that, the owner of the campsite where the money was discovered has come forward to say, I will take that. I'll claim that. The authorities have yet to prove the ownership of the money, and there is a suspicion that it could be connected to a cottage fire that took place earlier the week on the same property.
What?
And the people who found the cash are going to be given a $6,000 reward for turning it into the police. There's the business model, folks. The Greeks just need to go find stashed money and return it.
Look in the trophies and the hemlines of curtains.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
Go. Got a great show for you. Don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today. csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Don't get stressed when your car gets damaged. Just call the doctor. Bumper Doc Denver can restore your car to mint condition. Whether it's hail damage, bumper dings, or carburst garage, Bumper Doc Denver can get you back in your car and on the road quickly. They can also process your claim. Bumper Doc's experts work with all insurance companies. Estimates are free. At Bumper Doc Denver, you always come first. Visit bumperdocdenver.com or call today 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292.
Let's face it, most phone systems are old and outdated, or they're so complicated it takes a PhD just to change your voicemail. Introducing Edgetronics, your answer to all your business telephone needs. Edgetronics is authorized and certified by Avia, and they'll not only replace your old phones with new solutions, they'll train your staff on how to get the most out of them. Proudly serving up and down the Front Range for over 10 years, Edgetronics wants to be your next phone system provider. Call them today at 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics. That's with an X.com.
With world-class customer service, BizCard Express in Centennial is a full-service printing company specializing in signs, banners, and promotional items that make your business stand out. Graphic design services right on site make it easy to see your product before it ever goes to print. No surprises. Call today, 303-771-2244, or visit them online at printandpromos4biz.com. Guaranteed to meet or beat the price of any local printer. You can't go wrong with BizCard Express in Centennial. Call today, 303-771-2244.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-5800. 4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com. The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Much like the song in tones or whatnot, it's a permanent record of everything you ever typed, everything you've ever uploaded, all the images, all the photos. What could possibly go wrong with social media?
Well, according to a research, 74% of adults are online using some sort of social media. And when it comes to our businesses, our brands are out of control.
Oops.
Our next guest, Gal Bornstein, author of the book Activate, Power Up Your Brand to Dominate Your Marketing, Crush Your Competition, and Win in the Digital Age, said that businesses can have their reputations damaged by others so easily. We're going to talk about what to do when social media goes horribly wrong. Gal Bornstein, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Thanks for having me.
Very nice to have you on the show again. Welcome back. Seriously now, since we've had this conversation last time, what mistakes are going on? What are some of the things that businesses are doing to harm, not help their reputations?
I think probably the single most important thing that businesses are doing is actually not listening to what is going on their social media feeds. And we tend to think that social media is just like a sideshow that teenagers are involved in, and essentially does not apply to our business. But in reality, think about every restaurant or service provider or disgruntled employee that can go online and anonymously post a negative review or potentially a libelous review about your corporation, and you don't know about it. Meanwhile, 2 or 3 days pass, and certain sales don't come through, and you have no idea that the reason they didn't come through, or people are not coming to your store, or calling your business, or a contract has been terminated without a reason. It's all because they read something on Google that is not true or perceived to be not true, and the reality is that that's what the biggest mistake companies are doing right now. So when it comes to the most fundamental element is doing nothing is doing something right now, which is not listening. So at the minimum, somebody at every organization, I don't care if you have 5 people, 10 people, or 10,000 people, we advise all of our clients to make sure that somebody is actually tracking what people are saying about you on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and especially Google.
Now, Gal, there's some different software or different things that you can actually get an email alert anytime that your brand is messaged in the media. Do you recommend using that, or do we actually physically need to be every day going out on Twitter and LinkedIn and Google and searching in our name?
I think that for most small businesses, you could certainly use some free tracking tools that allow you, even Google has a free news tracker that essentially allows you to put your name or your company name into it, and based on your preference, it will tell you whenever somebody's mentioned your name or a new link showed up. The issue with social media is that while there are many tools that are free, like Hootsuite, that is one of them that is very popular and is free for download, anything that is free essentially comes with a level of sophistication. And the reality is that because Google changes the way it catalogs different types of content, if you don't go on Google at least once a week and see where the comments are in where you are in the search engine, it's not just a question of advertising visibility. It really is that a bad comment that was posted somewhere could actually be on top of your company description. And that's what the prospects are seeing as they're evaluating a product or a service from you.
And I think, there are a lot of times where somebody can, and they make it so easy online now to share all these negative reviews. I know we want to ask you about how do you Google to find the actual comments that are being shared about you?
What do you put it in the search engine to find those comments?
I would start by really starting to Google yourself as a full name, and Google the company name, and then the next thing you do is to put any type of industry-related terms that relate to your industry. So, for example, if you're a CPA that provide tax return services, you can put tax returns and let's say New York, New York, if you're in New York, or if you're in Colorado, wherever you are, because most of the activity is happening on a local level. So while we're thinking Google is kind of a global operation, it is, but most of the online reputation management issues are very, very local to a point of a zip code. So traditionally, if you look at your name and your company name, as well as some key industry words that you used to doing, following the example of the CPA, you're going to type 1040, refunds, tax, IRS, plus your name. You're likely to find it very quickly, and then if you check all the major social media networks, they'll be good. In addition to that, you could also put in some of your competitors' names, because typically there's also comments about your competitors, and you can sometimes tell how people with very vicious and anonymously basically are able to basically put information about anybody that is not true. And then if you don't correct it, and if you sit on it and say, oh, well, it will self-correct, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Gal, one of the things that I see kind of happening isn't so much about other people going and posting negative comments and negative reviews, although that can be devastating. It's when a company themselves kind of hijacks a hashtag trend that's going on, or because they have something automatically scheduled, using Hootsuite or one of those tools where they've automated their posts, and the timeliness of it is just in poor taste because of a crisis or something that happens to be going on. How do you resolve when we actually were the company that went and did the negative thing?
We've seen the enemy, and the enemy is us.
Yes, the enemy typically is us, as we all know. But I think that one of the dangers of essentially trusting marketing automation, which essentially could represent anything that you're scheduling ahead, is not really being connected to what's going on in the real world. And recently, an example that I wrote about on LinkedIn's Pulse, which is a place where you can publish articles and promote your thought leadership, was actually about SurveyMonkey, a great company that I'm a customer of, where the CEO of the company died. And literally within the next morning, not even 8 hours after the news coverage was about what a great family man that died, SurveyMonkey had a promotional sale flyer goes through via email to everybody that is their customer as if nothing happened. And it was a perfect situation, a perfect storm where you could see how that promotion may have been scheduled a month ago for that date.
Right.
And then a senior editor or whoever was in charge wasn't there that morning, or internally the corporate communication team did not really sit down and say, what are we doing tomorrow, which is the next morning, that potentially could hurt our brand. And the result was a lot of people were truly offended by it because it showed lack of sensitivity, but it wasn't an intentional one. Walmart had the same problem by putting a picture of a costume for Halloween.
Yes, the fat lady costume.
Yeah, the fat lady. And again, depending on the context, it may have gone differently, but because there was no context, it created embarrassing moments. So the bottom line recommendation that we give all of our clients is make sure there is a human involved in it, and a human that can write and that can spell and that can make sure that you're not using something that is inappropriate and that you're following the news, because it is real time. Whatever we put on Twitter is happening in a second. 150,000 people can see.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's an understatement. The book, Activate, Power Up Your Brand to Dominate Your Marketing. And Gal, we can get that wherever books are sold, yes?
Yes, absolutely. Send you directly to Amazon.com. That'll be the easiest way.
I love it. Gal Bornstein, thank you so much for joining us today. We sure appreciate your input.
Thank you so much for having me on.
You betcha. All right, folks, when we come back, is there any such thing as too small of a stage? Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Bumper Dock Denver is now open for bumper repair, windshield chip repair, paintless dent, ding, and auto body repair, and they're upfront and honest about prices, usually posted in the lobby. As your car's cosmetic surgeon, Bumper Dock Denver also does headlight restoration, interior repair, detailing, paint touch-up, and wheel repair, all at fair prices and usually in a day or less. If your car gets injured, just call the doc. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292. Online at BumperDockDenver.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks, it's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
I remember the moment. I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
Several of us were working to rescue a family. The house collapsed on top of the cellar door and trapped them.
We had to use Humvees and heavy machinery to move massive trees and debris.
We got them out.
We helped a lot of people out.
It felt good to know I could really make a difference.
Because I'm a citizen soldier in the National Guard.
Be there the moment your community needs you. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. If you're watching the video, you know what we're doing. We're doing the moves.
So several years ago when Mamma Mia, the video came out, it came out right around Christmas time. And, of course, I got the DVD in my stocking for Christmas.
Sure.
But we had left. We had opened up our stockings and went and got an airplane and went to Seattle to visit my brother for Christmas so we could be there in time for Christmas dinner. Well, my niece had gotten the Mamma Mia video. And so we watched Mamma Mia that night. The next night we watched the sing-along version. The next night we watched like the dance-along version. And the next night we only watched the musical scenes. We didn't even watch the whole movie. We just like fast-forwarded. So every single night. And so me and my nieces, did our own little dance to the songs from Mamma Mia.
And then you got me doing it.
And I got everybody else doing it here in Colorado. I'll tell you what, I didn't open up my own video of Mamma Mia for probably a year because we kind of Mamma Mia'd out by the time I got done with that vacation. But it was, one of those memorable trips with me and my nieces dancing around every single night. And my one little niece, I have to just say, she was not even 2, and she had to go to bed one night, and we had started the video, and she's like, but I want a man. And she wanted the next song. That I need a man or something was in the lyrics of it. It was
Who
so
doesn't?
cute. It was so cute.
All right. So, what's the largest stage you have ever danced or performed on?
The largest stage I've ever danced or performed on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's a trivia question for people who know me.
That's right, because you do. I don't know.
Answer for this.
What's the largest stage I've ever performed on?
I don't know about for you, but for me.
Well, how would you not know for me? If you know for you, I came after.
I was there.
You were already tracking.
I was there for me.
Right, you were there for me too.
You have often gone out and spoken without me. Thanks for bringing it up.
That's true. And when I speak,
we
I
used to
speak
be a
on
brand.
Much larger stages than Experience Pros gets to dance on or perform on.
There you go.
Okay, well, how about for Experience Pros? What's probably the largest Experience Pros?
For Experience Pros, I would say probably 600-700, somewhere in there.
Okay.
I would think.
All right, so show off, Mr. Raymer, illusionist. If Experience Pros is the largest stage, the largest audience we've been on stage performing in front of was 600 or 700 people. What is the largest stage Eric Raymer has performed in front of?
I don't think I like the tone that you're bringing there. So let's just go to
What's the number? What's the number?
It's 140,000.
140,000 people.
At one time.
Wow.
1 mile across. It's a Portland lakeshore or lakeside. What do they call it? Riverside Park, Riverwalk Park, whatever that park is at the river. 1 mile long, 8 jumbotrons, huge outdoor festival, and I had 140,000.
Congratulations. Okay, so we all know, we always want those big stages.
Yeah.
But I think what truly makes up a successful speaker, a professional speaker, is if you can rock it out of the park, the small audience.
Oh.
What would you say the smallest audience you performed in front of was?
11.
1,100?
No. 11.
11 people.
Yeah.
You were on a stage?
I was the headliner with the Rockin' Trolls.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
What were you?
I was the headliner. I was the magician.
Oh, the magician.
Yeah. Thanks for
asking. I thought maybe you were
one of the
trolls.
No, I was the headliner.
Headliner. You were the magician. Okay.
I also opened for 12, I think, one time up at the YMCA of the Rockies. Supposed to be 2,000, but they opened up the opportunities to go somewhere else, and everybody did.
Well, our friend Coach Brubaker, he just recently, he speaks all over the country, and large audiences, big conferences, and he was actually attending New York City he was told it was going to be a large audience. He had just came off tour speaking at 3 national conventions in jam-packed convention centers 3 weeks prior, and he walks into this room where he's thinking he's going to be in this big room,
right?
And it was a small room of 35 people.
Oh.
And he said it was a letdown, to say the least. And we've all been there, right? Where you think, especially, it's one thing to stand around in a coffee shop or in your, in a business group where it's a group of people, but if you're actually on the stage.
Yeah, it lets the air right out of your tires.
It does. And I think I did an event over at Mile High Stadium that was on stage.
Wow!
And yeah,
you didn't mention that.
Yeah, don't be impressed.
Why didn't
there
you
were
mention
like 35 people in the audience.
What?
It was. But here's the thing. It would have been a letdown, and I think we've all been here. But our friend Coach Brew, he remembered this quote he had heard from a gentleman named Trevor, who was a musician, who had performed at a conference where it got rained out.
Yep.
And only people that could play, so none of the electric guitars could play. You could only if you had acoustic. And so he ended up being the only performer in this rainy weekend to just some passersby, a small crowd. And yet he maintained his professionalism. And when Coach Brew asked him about it, he says, we need to take every opportunity to put ourselves out there because chances are you're going to leave an impression on at least one person, and one person can make all the difference. And he gives a couple of examples. He says Trace Adkins was a country musician and 2013 Celebrity Apprentice winner. He was performing one night at a little teeny bar when the president of Capitol Records saw him and offered him a contract.
You never know.
1971, Oprah Winfrey won Nashville's Miss Fire Prevention Contest, and she went to the radio station to claim her prize.
Yeah.
Not to be on the radio, but just to claim her prize. And while she was there, the station manager invited her for an on-air segment, and they fell in love with her voice and offered her a position to read the news on the air.
Wow.
And so the Oprah dynasty began with an audience of one that wasn't even intended to be an audition.
You never know.
You never know. He says there's no linear route to success, so the best thing we can do is suspend judgment, commit ourselves in full measure to what we're doing. The lesson for all of us is we need to live our life as a good example because we never know who is watching or who we will affect.
David Blaine. David Blaine's another example.
Yeah. It only takes one. So no matter how many people are in the audience, you give it your all.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
That's an inspiring story. There is no stage too small because you're always on stage. All right. Hey, listen, when we come back, we're going to talk to an expert who has some information for you. You can actually resell your home for much, much more if you know this man. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit rivierafinancecom.
Get yourself back on track with your mid-year vision screening. We're not checking your eyesight. We're checking in on your vision and your big, hairy, audacious goals that you set at the beginning of the year. If you attended the Success Unleashed Summit in January, you experienced the power of having a strong vision and written goals to keep you on track. The Epic Summer Summit is the perfect place for you to get back on track and to get your vision checked. Carrie Conley with the Infinite Nation will be presenting a 2-hour workshop, followed by a Connecting Experts vendor event and networking on Thursday, July 30th at the PPA Event Center. Sign up to attend the Epic Summer Summit at theconnectingexperts.com. You can sign up to attend as a guest or as a vendor. Get your vision checked.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
John Rush during the afternoon rush, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show, here to help. And that means that we're going to help you save some money today.
I'll tell you what, the Denver market, real estate market, is hot, hot, hot. And you think about, is it time to sell? Should I put my house on the market? Should I do some upgrades in my house? What are some things we should be doing? And I'll tell you what, our next guest is going to help you make lots more money when it does come time to turn around and sell your house. Nick Rockwell with Carpet Direct has helped almost 400 homeowners choose the right flooring for their home to enjoy for themselves and to make sure they get top dollar when it comes time to sell their home. He's also a former Marine. Thank you for your service, Nick.
Oh, thank you for thanking me.
Thanks for being here today.
Nick, let's start this. It's kind of cool because the biggest investment we ever make is into our homes, right?
Correct.
And you say that you can actually select a certain flooring that will impact the resale value of when you go to sell. First of all, what flooring should we absolutely stay away from?
Well, there's really nothing that we sell that you should stay away from, but there are products out there such as polyester carpets, for example. Polyester carpets are very soft. They're very affordable. You can get them in a ton of different colors. Unfortunately, they do two things very, very poorly. One, they don't wear very well, and two, they attract oil from your feet, pets, and cooking sprays. So if you're planning on being in your house for, say, maybe another year or two and then reselling your house, it's something that you might want to avoid. Same thing with like maybe a Smart Strand carpet. It's a polyester carpet with a corn molecule. Now,
a corn molecule?
Correct, a corn molecule. It makes the texture retention a little bit better, but it'll still attract oil from your feet, pets, and cooking sprays.
Here's the problem. I spray my pets all the time and rub my feet on them and walk on the carpet, and so it's a trifecta of trouble.
It can be. So what I tell people that are selling their house and they're looking at doing something pretty quickly is put something that's decent in that's going to bump the value of your house up, but don't spend a ton of money on it because you're not going to be there to enjoy it.
Right.
So invest that money that you're, if you want something nicer in your new home.
Nick, I think this is one of those things we're concerned about. Should I replace my flooring now, or is the new homeowner like, I don't know what they're going to like, and so do I pick something I like, or do I pick something that I think the new homeowner will like?
Well, Ultimately, this is what I tell people. I say, if you were coming into your house to buy it, what would you want to see? Whether or not you like the color of the flooring, people can always replace it, but what they can't deny is that it's brand new and it's move-in ready. So it comes back to that, what do you want to make it, worth? You can put something that's, $20, $30 a yard in, but it's still going to be new carpet, and if the new homeowner doesn't like it, they're just going to take it out.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about the benefits and the cons of choosing carpet for replacing in our home.
Okay, well, carpet is definitely by far one of the cheaper options that you can do. 85% of your comfort, though, comes from your pad. Carpet's like a sponge. The more you have, the more it holds. Having more doesn't make it better. It just means you have more carpet fiber. Ultimately, that's what you pay more for. So what I tell people is that if you're looking for that great feel, beef up your pad. So
the more you have, the more it holds.
Correct. So it'll hold more dirt, more
thought of it.
hair.
Yeah. No, I get it. You connected with me.
Yeah.
So beef up the pad.
Correct.
And the pad, I'm guessing, is much less expensive.
Yes, it's a lot less expensive. We also have products that have what's called a moisture barrier on it, and we deal with virgin foam pad made by a furniture industry on the East Coast. So we don't deal with recycled pad from your house, my house, everybody down the street, ground up in a hopper and run through a formaldehyde bath. So.
Oh, ick.
Yeah.
Okay,
so fluid.
So I remember about 20 years ago, the whole trend in carpeting was this Berber carpet, this looped, Berber carpet thing. I don't see that anymore.
I don't sell a whole lot of it. I think I've only sold like 2 or 3 solid loop carpets since I've been working here for Carpet Direct.
Usually for the basement, right?
It's usually downstairs.
Oh, sure.
But the problem with loop carpets is that once that dirt gets underneath that loop, it's really hard for a vacuum cleaner to get it loose. And the other thing, too, is if you were to have like a snag, and say you're vacuuming and you hit that loop, it can actually run the entire length of the carpet.
Okay.
That's bad. Okay, so then what's good in carpet? Like, what kind of carpet should we be choosing if we go that route?
Patterns pattern carpets are out there for if you don't like vacuum marks or foot traffic. That's a way to go. The majority of things that I sell, though, are what are called a cut pile. So what they are is they're just the carpet fibers are just standing straight up, and a shears comes across, and it's very plush. It's very soft.
All right.
So.
All right.
Hold on, I have one more thing.
Sure.
I remember, I've got kids. I don't have dogs, but I remember going to somebody's house. She had a bunch of kids. They had pets. She had actually gone to the backyard. It was before it was finished. Took a jar of dirt and took it to the carpet person and said, "Make it this color, because this is what's going to be tracked in my house." And I thought it was just kind of brilliant, so it wouldn't show all the dirt that came in.
Well, two-tones and fleck carpets are going to hide dirt stains and seams better than solid color carpets, and that's typically what I sell a lot more of.
Sure.
Now, we have carpets that are called Pet Protect products from Stainmaster. Now, that's made out of what's called 6/6 nylon. It's the same thing your seat belts and your airbags, parachutes, 550 cord are made out of. Very, very durable material.
None of those things sound soft.
They're very soft.
All right.
So the main difference on some of these, you had mentioned pets, we have something called a Pet Protect product. So it guarantees a lifetime warranty against any kind of organic or pet stain. So
organic, that's a very nice way of saying that.
Yes. So water, wine, coffee, soda.
We got the idea.
So
okay, let me go on to hardwood and the difference between hardwood and laminates.
I know you brought in some good examples for us today.
I did. What? I don't have a pet either. I love the look of hardwood. Laminates are less expensive, yes?
Yes, they are.
But they're frowned upon sometimes.
They can be. The laminates of our moms and our grandmas are gone.
Okay, good.
Laminate, what it is a picture of wood on top of a piece of Formica, so like a countertop. Now, what the problem with laminates are is that they're susceptible to moisture. So if moisture gets down in between the grooves, it can actually expand and pop out the joints of the laminate. But laminates are by far one of the most durable things to put on your floor if you have pets and kids.
Can we seal them?
They're kind of already sealed.
They are.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
It's one of those products, though, that it's very, very scratch resistant. So.
I was going to ask, why is it better for dogs and pets or dogs and kids? But it's the scratch resistance.
It is the scratch resistance, correct.
Yeah.
So
hardwoods. Well,
I got a friend who's got tracks in his hardwood because his dog can't stop.
Correct.
Yeah.
Solid hardwood is one of those things. It's just that. It's solid hardwood. Now, you can take your fingernail and actually scratch it. And if you've got pets and, big pets and kids, and they're running all over the place, you are going to have to sand and refinish that.
How often?
It just depends on how you want it to look.
And that's a big project, too, because you have to kind of really
you can't be walking on that for days.
Well, it takes several days. It's very, very dusty. They come in, they screen it, and they resand it and restain it, and it displaces you from your area of living for a couple of days.
So let me ask you this, Nick. I'm going to put you on the spot. If you were going to put new flooring in your home, would you do a laminate or hardwood?
Or tile.
Or carpet, I guess.
It depends on the area.
I was thinking the hardwood,
make
versus
a choice.
laminate.
I put tile in the kitchen. I'd probably put a solid hardwood in like a dining room, maybe the main living room area, and then just throw some rugs, and then over the top of that, and then carpet throughout the rest of the bedrooms.
All right. Well, that's the expert, and that's what he would do. Nick Rockwell with Carpet Direct, carpetdirect.com. How do they get in touch with you directly, Nick?
Well, my phone number here is 720-903-0845, or they can reach me at rockwellsales715@gmail.com.
Do that again.
rockwellsales715@gmail.com.
And that phone number is 720-903-0845. Again, 720-903-0845. This is one of those places you don't want to cut corners, folks. You need to make sure you have the expert on your side. He can help save you money and make you lots more if you decide to sell. But you got to give him a call. Again, that's Nick with Carpet Direct, 720-903-0845. More positive business talk coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you were doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer. Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems, and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Things that make you go,
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show. Things that make you go, Well, we're about ready to tee up the top 10 of those things that your customers will be going, if you ever demonstrate.
Yeah, not in a good way. We're thinking, should we really do business with you? Are you really as professional as we would like you to be? Are you doing just some, probably things you're not even thinking about that just are, reducing the credibility that you have worked so hard to create?
You're going to look unprofessional if you do, this is a list.
This is a list.
Oh, I got to call Jeff Foxworthy.
No,
Jeff?
no, we do not have to call Jeff
Are you
Foxworthy.
sure? I think Jeff needs to come. Let's see. Oh, here he is.
Oh, goodness. Here's a list. You might be lacking in professionalism.
If you use lazy profanity, you might be unprofessional.
Well, here's the thing. This is always going to be at the top of the list when it comes to professionalism. Just dropping an occasional little swear word here and there. We don't really think anything of it, right? We're all adults. We've heard these words here and there, watching on TV and in the movies. But here's the thing. You are more creative. You are more professional. Use the adjective. Consult your dictionary. Consult your little thesaurus on your smartphone.
Or just be quiet.
And leave those words for the construction site or the bar, I guess.
If you don't know the difference between 10 o'clock and 10:27, you might be unprofessional.
I think, how they have the Mountain Standard Time and the Daily Standard Time?
No, you're not seriously going to... No, you're just late.
I am.
Not you. I'm not throwing this at you.
I am often.
No, you
I do have an issue with, but I discovered it's because I'm optimistic and I think I have time to do one more thing.
Right.
Or three more things before we get out the door.
I never have.
But here's the thing. It is a matter of respect. Show up when you say you will, and you'll send a message that says you're professional enough to care about others.
If you can't look at a member of the opposite sex without going all the way down and then all the way back up again, you might be a creeper.
Or maybe I'm shopping.
I have seen so many women look at Angel when they walk in, and I think it's the cattiest thing in the world.
It isn't.
They go all the way down, all the way up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that little girl is a beep.
No, it isn't. We're shopping.
She's shopping.
We're shopping. We're looking up. Shoes and bags. Oh, yeah, jewelry. Oh, I like how you put that together. That is not leering, and we're not being catty.
All right.
Seriously, we're shopping.
All right, guys, let me talk to you.
You are being a creeper.
You're a creeper.
You can't buy this.
Stop it.
You can't wear this. And you don't ask me where you can have it for your girlfriend.
That's exactly right. Oh, wait. What's wrong with that? Never mind. You were looking at me like that.
You kind of are a little creeper.
I am not.
You kind of are.
I am not a creeper, and that's the thing. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. All right. If you are offended by the word Pollyannish, then guess what?
Okay.
You might be a Pollyanna.
All right, so I think I am this person, but they say that if everybody insists that everything is absolutely fine while simple common sense tells you that it's not, it undermines the professionalism. And so being phony and fake happy even when things are falling apart, people are going to see right through that, and it's lacking in professionalism. And so being authentic and genuine can still be very optimistic, can still be positive. I do think that people do look at me and I cross over that Pollyanna line for them. But really, things are going to be fine because it's all going to be fine in the end. And if it's not fine, then it's not the end.
Yeah, I like that. If you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you might be unprofessional.
All right, so to tell somebody you'll do something, you'll say you're going to be at a certain place, you'll meet them at a certain time, you're going to get something done, and you just don't.
You're flighty.
You are, and flaky, and we can't count on you. Once in a while, it happens. Last week I was so mortified. I missed a meeting because I forgot to put it on my calendar, and then I double booked myself because it wasn't there. Rare is the occasion that that happens, but it does happen. If it does happen to you, something happens, there's a truly an error on your part, own it. Don't make excuses for it, just own it and then fix it.
If you have the word dis in front of the word organized as a descriptor of who you are, you might be unprofessional.
I think this one is interesting because they said anyone who gets more than 1,000 emails a day probably falls into this category.
I don't like that big broad brush of judgment.
I know, but listen to this. How many times do you hear people give you the excuse, oh my gosh, I get too many emails, so I don't read them. I have so many emails, I don't read it. I didn't see yours, so many emails, oh my gosh.
You know what you need is a better filter.
Here is the thing, and that's what this is all about. As most of us who run businesses understand, your customers and people need you to reply to them quickly. You send an email, it should be expecting a reply. They want to be able to talk about their situation. So here's the thing, though. If you are in control of your own situation, your email overload, then how can you help me with mine? So if you stop talking about how many emails you get, we all get them. Some of us have put in some controls, have opted out. We've got filters, we've got folders. We have managed the email thing, and you have to. If you are not, get a person, get a tool, get a resource, whatever it is, but you have got to get a grip on the emails, because gone are the days that too many emails is an acceptable excuse.
If you can't use start a sentence without using the word like and totally and like, guess what? You might be a valley girl.
We need to be able to articulate our message, right? Very clearly, very succinctly, our message, who we help, how we help, the benefit our product or service provides to others. You don't have to have big, giant words, but you need to be clear on your messaging.
If you're not communicating well, or you have private lives and things that you don't want people to know, especially important information from your employees or your clients, you might be unprofessional.
Well, here's the thing. You are allowed a private life.
Of course you are.
Right? You're allowed to be offline, turn your computer off, not post everything for the public view. But most of our time is really in the professional setting. And we need to be, again, open and genuine and authentic. Otherwise, people are going to feel like we're hiding important information. We're going to reduce our reputation as a leader, and you probably are going to make people wonder if they can trust you if everything you do is so secretive.
If you exaggerate all of your abilities, you might be unprofessional.
And here's the thing. You don't have to exaggerate. We can go online. We see exactly what you serve, exactly how it works. The exaggeration days on hype over our product and service has to just go away. And just be clear, be trustworthy, be honest. Don't cheat, don't lie, don't sneak around, and don't overhype what you can deliver.
There you have it. Bad habits that make you look really unprofessional. Don't do those, and you'll be just fine. Thanks for bringing that.
Well, I didn't mean to get you all off on your little creepy thing.
Jeff had to come in here. No, it's okay. I'm not a creepy person, and the more I say it, the more people think I am, so I'm just going to let it go.
Let it go. That's very big of you, and I think that is another thing in professionalism, is not holding on to a grudge, and realize that sometimes people say stupid things, but it really isn't about you.
That's right.
If you you could just let it go, let the moment pass, and be done with it instead of harboring all of that.
I'm going to write a song. I'm going to call it "Let It Go."
It's been done.
What?
It's been done.
All right. Okay. Well, no song for you today. Hey, listen, we got to take a quick break to get the news at the top of the hour, station ID. But the good news is we got a whole nother hour of positive business talk coming next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with 1 claim compared to Asurion total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Aberneth, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to a $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
SquareTrade. KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at klz560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes. It's hard to find a new way to write a story like this, but here we go. Another Republican is running for the White House. Here's the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky.
He's now the 15th Republican in the race. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker in it to win it. As for his track record, he's been reelected 3 times in a blue state. In Phoenix, Arizona, over the weekend, Donald Trump drawing a huge crowd. He's sticking to his statement about illegal Mexicans coming into this country. This is not sitting well with South Carolina Senator Republican Lindsey Graham, who's also running for president and trailing in polls. He says Trump is a wrecking ball. However, Carly Fiorina saying Trump is clearly striking a chord with voters.
An Ohio man in court today to face charges of threatening House Speaker John Boehner. Michael Hoyt accused of planning to kill the Ohio Republican whom he blames for causing Ebola in the world and also some other problems. Before he's fired, Hoyt's a bartender at a country club that Boehner belongs to, and his plot to have included poisoning the speaker's drink. His lawyers plan to defend him by claiming he was insane at the time. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is standing behind the Pope's recent criticism of capitalism. Here's the Blaze Radio's Joe Gomez.
On CBS's Face the Nation, Senator Bernie Sanders says the majority of new wealth created in the world goes to the richest people. The Independent from Vermont praised Pope Francis for giving a voice to the powerless and says the world needs to stop treating money as the god of life. Sanders says the world needs to recognize how many children and elderly people are living in poverty.
We are ignoring the needs of senior citizens. We have youth unemployment for white kids who graduate high school of 33%, Hispanic kids 36%, African American kids 51%.
Again, that report from the Blaze Radio's Joe Gomez. I'm Chris Barnes. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you this small business is big business, and your business is our business. Do you like amusement park rides?
I do, actually.
Some of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been on that one? I don't know what they call it here at Elitch Gardens here in Denver, but it's the catapult one. You know, you get in a cage, and it's like a slingshot. Maybe that's what it's called, slingshot here. I think that's what it's called, right? And they pull that thing back, and they pull that thing back, and they pull that thing. It's just you and a friend and a cage and 2 rubber bands, and pull that, and you go, ah! You ever been on that?
No.
Would you go on that?
No.
I don't blame you. The Mount Olympus theme park in, where is this? In Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. Man shooting a video as he and his son boarded a ride at Wisconsin theme park, joked, "Looks like those ropes are a little frayed," just before one of the cables snapped.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Okay, he did not ride on it, did he?
No.
Okay.
I think they got off.
But he was joking that the ropes were looking a little frayed. Just a passenger.
I'm afraid not.
Aren't these things supposed to be,
Safe?
reviewed? Like, aren't there people like
Every single day, maybe even every time, people's lives are in jeopardy.
Yeah, I would
This is why I don't bungee jump. I don't do any of that
Does
stuff.
the ropes look a little frayed?
Oh my gosh, you never know. You get down there and you never
I
know.
know. You think that they actually have people out there, looking at the lines, checking the...
No.
That's not how that ride goes.
No, I know, but it could. And this one could have gone bing, 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 bing.
How much coffee have you had?
Not enough.
I think so.
No.
I think we need to switch him to decaf, Cher.
Just would mess me up.
Okay, so what's your favorite amusement park ride?
I like the wooden roller coasters, actually.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah, we've got a good one. We've
Yeah.
got a good one here at Elijah's. That is pretty fun. We will ride that one over and over again if the line isn't too long.
Yeah.
It's the lines. It's the lines at the amusement parks that kill me. But I do like going on. I don't do spinnies. Nothing that spins because Angel gets dizzy.
Yeah, Eric does too.
But I don't mind the ups and downs and drops and all of that. It's
I can
all
even pull a loop-de-loop if it's done properly.
properly. What's an improper loop-de-loop?
The ones where you're looping while you're spinning.
No, we're not spinning.
No.
But looping's okay.
Yeah.
You can go upside down.
All the time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a favorite? Oh, so just the roller coasters, the wooden roller coasters.
Yeah, I think those are my favorites.
Do you have a favorite amusement park?
Gosh, that's a good question. I think Disney World is my favorite amusement park.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've only been once.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've only been once. We do Disneyland typically.
Sure. I grew up in the shadow of Disneyland, and so I don't really care if I don't go there again.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. That whole California Adventure, thumbs down on that. Sorry. Sorry.
I love California Adventure.
What about it? There's nothing.
They've got that great roller coaster.
The parking lot.
They've got a great roller coaster. They've got the fun
roller coaster.
color of light.
And by the way,
They
you're
do
paying $900 just to get in to
Great
that one
shows.
parking lot with the one roller coaster.
Great
and
shows. The new Cars roller coaster ride is pretty
Cars,
fun.
that whole amusement thing for kids. Sorry, you asked.
Okay. I had an extra ticket. I was going to see if you wanted to go, but
I don't believe you.
Oh.
Because I really do.
No. I'm going to give it to somebody else.
No, I'll sell it for half price and go to the beach. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. Your accounting is on the line. Your accountant is in the studio. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With Availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
Is term life insurance a good fit for you? It might be if you need life insurance for only a set period of time, or if you are working on a tight budget. Term insurance could be a good answer. Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500. and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today. csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. Is your bookkeeper helping you grow your business? What?
What? Well, we have our chief number cruncher for By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting, Philip Aronoff. He says that if you hire the right bookkeeper, they are going to help you make more money and your business will grow. Philip, welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing fantastic, Philip. Thanks for being here. How does a bookkeeper, a number cruncher, a bean counter make money for their client?
Well, if I'm coming in and doing the work for them or doing it in my office, that is something that they don't have to do. So if they're not spending that time, that 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours a month, they can take that time and go out and either meet with existing clients, start networking more, building their business, finding more customers if they're not taking the time to do that work.
So instead they're outsourcing it to you, and usually their money is better spent.
Their time.
Their time is better spent investing in themselves.
I mean, you think about you two. What is your time worth to you on a daily basis?
$2.38.
We did figure out an hourly rate one time. It was pretty
hourly?
sad.
Oh.
It was pretty sad. But it is true. We think about, the opportunity costs, right? If you're doing your own, doing certain items that are taking you away from actually growing your business, and as a small business owner, I think we use those busyness tasks as an excuse to keep us from out there growing our business.
Right, absolutely. I mean, if you think about what you guys do with the Extreme Customer Service Directory, in an hour, if you could sell 2 directories in an hour, and I'm not nearly what it costs for 2 directories.
Right.
You're making money being out there doing what you do best and letting me take care of what I do best.
All right, well, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so when is the right time then to hire a bookkeeper, Philip?
Well, I would say the right time is if you're spending a couple hours a month, every month doing your bookkeeping, it's probably time.
Okay.
That's probably too much time. I would say to some people, the day you start your business may be even a good time, depending on what you're doing and depending on how many transactions. Like if you're a restaurant where there's a lot of transactions on a daily basis, you want someone right away.
Sure, because there's a lot to do. But if you're a consultant and only a few, maybe you can handle that for a little while.
Maybe.
Although, why?
Exactly. Why?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Why? I know people have started nonprofits, and there's a lot that goes on with that. So maybe you bring someone in right away. But like for me, I work with nonprofits, and I try to do my best to maybe charge a little bit less per hour to that nonprofit when they're first starting, and as they grow, then we get to that normal hourly rate.
All right, let's talk about that normal hourly rate, because this is really the thing that causes the biggest hang-up in small business owners is that they can spend a little bit of money for QuickBooks. Why would they want to go and get a bookkeeper, and is it too expensive?
No, it's not too expensive. I mean, if you think about, QuickBooks is an accounting software. You have to understand debits, credits. You need to understand that, and if you don't, trust me, you can make it a mess.
Yeah.
And,
yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And I can even come in and consult on the setup and make sure that it's working correctly. If you feel like you can handle it on your own, at least let's get it set up right, set up the chart of accounts correctly, teach you how to use it so that you at least feel comfortable that you're putting in the information correctly and you're getting good information out.
Absolutely, because that information eventually lands in the IRS's office.
Yes.
And so, it's a big deal to get this right. And I think, Philip, one of the things, you love the numbers and you love the bookkeeping, and I think that's so funny because for most people, I just saw a meme that said, why are all the math books put in the horror section? Like when people think of math and numbers and all that detail,
it's just weird.
It is not their favorite, and so it's nice to know that there are people out there that really enjoy that activity.
Well, for me, I remember when I was deciding to go back into business for myself, I happened to be sitting at home working on a client of mine that I've had forever, and when I was looking at it all, I had developed that chart of accounts. I had developed how it all worked and how it all made sense. And so I thought to myself, why am I trying to do something that I'm really not good at instead of doing something that I'm very good at? And I enjoyed it. It's like a puzzle. I mean, when I do a large bank reconciliation for a client, it's a puzzle, making sure everything matches and fits. And when you get to the end, it should be zero.
It should be. I know.
If you did it all right.
I would prefer it be 1 billion.
Well.
Can we get to the end and get it 1 billion?
I mean, the balance could be 1 billion, but everything has to, reconcile back and forth. So.
All right. How do you know if the bookkeeper you've got or that you're looking at is the right one, Philip? I mean, there's a lot of questions there.
Well, there's a couple things you can do. I mean, you guys talk about this. Ask your Frank circle. Talk to the people you're closest to.
Yeah.
Who do they use? Who do they trust? I would say that's a great place to start as a business owner. You know other business owners. Who are they using? I would say talk to your CPA, because if you have a CPA, you're certainly going to want someone who can communicate with that other person and get them the information that they need. And, I would say, obviously we can look in your Extreme Customer Service Directory. Besides myself, there's another fantastic bookkeeper in there, Brenda Bone. She's wonderful. I mean, there's good bookkeepers in this town.
Of course there are, sure.
And I would say the biggest thing that I do when I meet with someone is if they want references, I give them to them.
Nice. Very nice.
I mean, I come with them.
Yeah.
When I meet with them. Please call these people. More than happy to have you call them.
Yeah, and you've got a great book of business, great clients who fan brag and love you. You get fan bragged about. You think about how often you rave about your bookkeeper. Well, Philip's clients rave about him all the time. Now, Philip, you're getting ready to kind of go national, looking for a franchise to be the official bookkeeper for.
Yeah, I would love to find. I think a lot of the franchisees. They struggle because they're given this great business to run, but they're not given everything that they need. And I would love to find a local franchisee here that I could help with their accounting, and then show them what I can do. I have some experience. I've worked with a Napa Auto Parts client of mine for 12 years. He's got 5 stores in California, so I can handle any franchise anywhere. It doesn't matter where they are.
Love it.
And yeah, I just think there's a definite need out there, and I'd love to find a franchisor that sees the benefit of offering my services to his franchisees.
Love that. How do people get in contact with you, Philip?
Well, they can reach me via phone at 720-837-0860.
Do that again.
720-837-0860.
Online at bythenumbersbanda.com, bookkeeping and accounting, by the numbers, bookkeeping and accounting. Find him online. Check him out on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. See all those fan brags, those 4- and 5-star reviews that By the Numbers Bookkeeping has received. Philip, anything else we want to share with our listeners today?
Well, my company is growing too. A lot of exciting things will be happening here in the next month or so. So I'm excited, and I love working with my clients, and I love helping them. I love connecting them. I don't think that's changed since the time I spent working for you guys. I still love connecting my clients with other people that can help their businesses grow.
Well, especially if you're a franchise looking for a bookkeeper for the whole company, because once you set it up for the chart of accounts for one of them, it's kind of a go and do again.
Yep,
People.
absolutely.
I love it. By the numbers bookkeeping. Thanks so much for being here, Philip.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Seriously, less coffee.
No. I'm trying to build my mental strength.
Oh.
We'll talk about that on the other side of these messages. You're listening to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Let's face it, most phone systems are old and outdated, or they're so complicated it takes a PhD just to change your voicemail. Introducing Edgetronics, your answer to all your business telephone needs. Edgetronics is authorized and certified by Avia, and they'll not only replace your old phones with new solutions, they'll train your staff on how to get the most out of them. Proudly serving up and down the Front Range for over 10 years, Edgetronics wants to be your next phone system provider. Call them today at 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics. That's with an X.com.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Meisner, New York Times bestselling author and founder of BNI, the world's largest networking organization. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the #1 best positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Is it working?
Humana, ha.
Are you going to be okay?
I'm trying To build my mental strength.
Your mental strength. Well, I'll tell
Yes.
you what. We talk about being in business. You know, a lot of us are around just a lot of people, and it's good to have intelligence, but they say that mental strength is actually the key element to our success, because it's not what happens to us that plays the role, but really more of our response to what happens to us.
Gotta be mentally tough.
Yeah, well, and I think there's been times where Eric and I used to be brought in, and people thought, well, I just need to have tougher skin, right? And I think, sometimes people just need to be nicer. It isn't so much about having tough skin and being cynical, but maybe it is. They say the strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we never see them fight.
And I don't think that tough skin and cynicism have to go hand in hand. You can have tougher skin without having the cynicism. I think there's a balance.
Right. Okay. So they say to develop and maintain the kind of mental toughness that success requires, it's crucial that you keep your thoughts and self-talk positive and avoid the habits that lead to negativity and unhealthy behaviors.
All right. Guide me, Sensei.
All right, well, we found an article on Inc.com written by Lolly Daskell, and she says the first one is emotional stability.
Whoops.
And that leadership often requires you make good decisions under pressure. And we all feel the pressure, right? And when we're under pressure, it's like, oh, no, I can't make a decision. I don't know what to do, and we freak out. Right. So maintaining your capacity to stay objective and deliver the same level of performance regardless of what you're feeling.
I'm not so good at that one.
I don't think any of us are. Any of us are, right? We're also emotional. We're emotional beings. But having perspective, they say mental strength lets you carry on when the world seems to have turned against you, and learning to keep your troubles in proper perspective without losing sight on what you need to accomplish.
I was good at perspective in art class. That's all I got.
So again, knowing where you're going, you've got your vision, your perspective, and just recognizing that sometimes that's just where other people's perspective is coming from, and it's different, but it's okay. She says, how about this one? Ready for change. You're not ready for change?
No one's ready for change.
If change is truly the only constant, then flexibility and adaptability are among the most important traits you can develop. It's okay when things change. We don't have to freak out. Somebody moved our cheese, changed our office, moved things around. A lot of times it's the old adage, when one door closes, another one opens,
but I
right?
liked door number one.
I know, but there's opportunities that come from change. So being ready for change is a key element of mental toughness. Detachment.
I am detached from this entire conversation.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I just wanted to.
I had no response to that.
I'm following with you.
All right, detachment. They say you can get through setbacks and come out even stronger. If you remember, it's not about you. People don't have to be attached to you and your emotions and all that you're doing. Don't take things personally or waste time wondering why me. Instead, focus on what you are accomplishing.
I think this is the biggest thing. Everybody thinks it is about them.
It is, and we always think that.
How can I be angry if it's not about me?
And it usually isn't. It's all about the other person. If somebody else lashes out, somebody makes a rude comment, somebody does something, it really is more about them. And having this sense of detachment, not necessarily of people, because you don't want to be detached from the relationship, but sometimes comments and behaviors, you don't have to hold on to that so tight. Let it go.
All right.
That's like the theme today.
It kind of is.
Having strength under stress.
Well, can we just get rid of the stress and just be a little weaker?
Or try that.
It would be nice to get rid of the stress, but the fact of the matter is life is full of stress.
And the stress is actually what pushes us, what challenges us to be better, to improve, to fight, to stay in there, to last a little longer, to try harder and do better. Stress isn't always bad. Now, too much stress does get in the way of our health, and you need to make sure that you keep that under check. But not all stress is bad. Preparation for challenges. She says life and business are filled with everyday demands, the occasional crisis, right? Unexpected twists all day long, every day. So make sure you have the resources to withstand the crises that sooner or later you'll be facing, which means you've got to be organized. You've got to be prepared. You've got to be on track. You can't just be winging it all day long, because there are these crises that are going to be coming. You're going to be running around with your hair on fire and getting absolutely nothing done at the end of the day.
And here's what you need to hear is that you're not just winging it, you've actually prepared all your life for the situations in which you encounter.
Number 7 is focus.
Squirrel.
Keeping your attention on the long-term outcomes to stay steady in the face of obstacles that are right in front of you.
That's where that perspective comes into play, because you're going down to the horizon line in your business.
Absolutely. You need the right attitude towards setbacks. Complications, unintended side effects, complete failures are all a part of the landscape. Mitigate any damage, learn the lessons, and move on.
Move on.
Move on.
Right, okay.
Self-validation. Don't worry about pleasing others. That is a hit or miss proposition for anyone. Instead, make a concentrated effort to do what's right and know what you stand for.
I love my house. I love my job. I love my car. I love my house.
Because here's the thing. Not everybody else is going to be on board with what you're doing. They're going to wait until you have success before they jump on, right? What's the Oprah Winfrey? The true friends aren't those that ride in the limo with you, but those are willing to take the bus when the limo breaks down or until you can afford the limo, right? That self-validation.
You're my true friend. You are.
I am?
Based on that description, absolutely.
Well, here's the thing: is you need to surround yourself with some supporters, because there's too many naysayers out there. Patience. You need patience. Don't expect results immediately, or don't even expect to rush things to fruition before their time. We say here that the timing?
The timing is right. The timing is perfect.
perfect.
And by the way, if you're looking for patience, just check out any hospital.
Okay.
All right.
Control.
Yes.
Avoid giving away your power to others.
Except
You
if it's Angel.
are in control of your own actions and emotions, and sometimes you need somebody to guide you.
Yes.
Your strength is in your ability to manage the way you respond to what's happening. Acceptance.
I accept that I give control to Angel.
Don't complain about the things you have no control over. Recognize that the one thing you can control is your own response, your attitude. And it is your attitude.
You know, everybody can hear you smiling.
Endurance in the face of failure. We're talking about having mental strength and all the several things that you need for mental strength. Unwavering positivity, contentment, tenacity, a strong inner compass, and uncompromising standards.
You know, I love all of those as we wrapped up this segment, and I think that endurance in the face of failure. There is no, at least I'm not aware of any real success story without speed bumps and points that might be considered failure along the way, and yet those things really do continue to make us stronger, and by that we get to have that unwavering positivity. We are content with where we're at. We are strong and won't give up, and that good, strong inner compass will make sure that you get the job done.
Well, you know what? There's just going to be days and moments, and we've got that negativity, that self-talk that gets in our way sometimes, and sometimes they're real-life people. And there are real-life challenges, but just know that we've all stumbled, we've all fallen, we've all failed, we've all made mistakes. But the faster you can get back up and start moving forward, the faster you're going to see that success.
Sounds good. Hey, when we come back, guess what? Jim Smith's in the house. He can tell us what's going on in the world of your finance coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219. Every day, hundreds, if not thousands of people are searching online for what your business has to offer. SharpNet Solutions can help you get found, just like they did for Vera at Lovebug Matchmaking.
SharpNet has really helped our business expand to 60 miles around our business. Being able to be seen online and being able to be seen through searches has made an enormous difference.
SharpNetSolutions.com or 303-900-4988.
When you host a high school exchange student, you open a door to the world for your family. Academic Year in the USA, AUSA, invites you to bring the world closer by building international friendships that will last a lifetime. To host a student or to study abroad, call us at 1-888-55-AY-USA.
It's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith. The following discussion will cover general financial topics. It is not meant to provide individual advice, nor is it meant to provide specific recommendations with regard to products or strategies. General tax information may be discussed, but it is not meant to be tax or legal advice. The listeners should consult their own financial, tax, and legal advisors regarding their particular situation. James Smith is a licensed financial professional who was appointed by multiple companies to sell insurance and financial products. However, the views expressed during this discussion are solely his own or the views of the hosts of the Experience Pros radio show. Not all products and or features, if discussed, including benefits and riders, may be available in all states. James Smith offers securities as a registered representative of Pruco Securities, LLC, Pruco member SIPC. And now it's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith on the Experience Pros radio show.
Jim is in the studio with us today. Jim, welcome to the show.
Good morning. How are you guys today?
We are fantastic, man. What's going on in the world of finances?
Well, I thought today we'd have an interesting conversation because having a conversation just about life insurance in general could get a little dry. So I thought what we could do today is just talk a little bit about, in my 17 years of being in the business, I'm going to give you 5 things that I've never heard regarding life insurance.
5 things you've never heard in 17 years.
That's right. I've never heard these comments come out of people's mouths.
All right. Well, this ought to be fun to hear.
All right, let's talk about the first one.
Yes, sir.
With regards to life insurance. Now, we here at the Prudential Life Insurance Company of America, domiciled in New Jersey,
right,
and the affiliates, we provide life insurance discussion as part of what we do for our clients, right? Life insurance, investments, so forth. But the first thing I've never heard a beneficiary say, when someone passes away, I've never heard them say, my husband or my wife bought way too much life insurance.
No, of course not.
No, but you often hear, I imagine, you often hear that not enough, didn't buy it at all, what were they thinking? But nobody's ever said
they bought way too much.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
No, of course. You could always use a little more.
You know, and the sad part about that is I've actually been in a situation where they haven't bought enough. And that's a tough conversation.
Sure. It is, because you take an emotional crisis and turn it into a financial crisis as well.
Absolutely. The second thing I've never heard, right? And many of you know that in my first career, I was involved in church, non-for-profit work.
Right.
So I attended a lot of funerals.
Yeah, that happens.
You know, and I've attended a lot of funerals in my career.
I'm starting to attend far more funerals these days.
Yeah, that happens.
It comes a little bit with age.
I read a statistic, Jim, that says 1 out of every 1 will die.
1 out of every 1 will die.
Yeah.
Here's the second thing I've never heard at a funeral. I've never overheard someone say, my spouse paid way too much for the life insurance.
Oh, heck no. The life insurance is what we're looking for now because the person's gone.
I have politely heard them say to me, hey, we need to meet soon after this so I can get processed what they do have.
Right.
Sure.
But I've never heard we paid way too much.
No. If you want to talk about spending way too much, probably on the funeral.
It's a good investment.
Correct.
Yeah.
But when we're sitting in front of an advisor, we're always thinking about our monthly budget.
Sure.
And what we're going to spend on that product.
Sure.
But a solid advisor is able to handle that conversation with grace and tact and navigate you to a way that is going to help you, not hurt you.
Our people do.
Yeah.
We try to take it easy and make it a good advisors. Right. The third thing I've never heard a business partner say, if my partner passes away, I am looking forward to writing a check from my business to their heirs for my partner's portion of this business. I've never heard that said. I'm looking forward to writing the check to pay for my partner's portion of this business.
Hold on. Hold everything right there, mister. Are you implying that, God forbid, I kicked the bucket?
Yes. One way to say it.
Angel might have to write a check to my heirs?
Absolutely. If you haven't funded, if you're in business together, I'm sure that the heirs, your heirs, would want to have your portion of this business.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you listening to the implication of this right here? Holy cow. Oh, okay. All right.
If you don't have the insurance in place, you have to pay for it by a check.
Get the insurance.
But I've never heard the person say, I'm looking forward to it.
What's your number right now? I know you got other things you want to talk about, but give away your phone number.
720-356-6474. 720-356-6474.
If you don't want to make that statement, I'm looking forward to writing the check. Call Jim and his team, 720-356-6474.
All right.
Unfortunately, that check will have to be written, probably, if you don't have it insured.
But if it's insured, at least you'll have the money to back it up.
You'll have the cash.
Oh, okay.
The fourth thing I've never heard someone say, I've never heard a creditor say, since you didn't have life insurance in place, waive this debt after the passing of your loved one.
Oh, no, they do not say that.
I've never heard that.
Nope.
No, you get an invoice the same day almost.
No waiving of anything. No, I'm so sorry for your loss, but here's your bill.
They have the bill of companies. They don't even have, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
It's the bill.
The bill.
I've never heard a creditor say that.
Yeah.
No.
We'll waive it this time.
No,
right?
no, and that's, lots of different bills. Cell phone bills, credit card bills, mortgage, like everything.
Debt, mortgage debt.
Yeah.
Especially.
Okay.
There's something else I've never heard said, number 5, in my 17-plus years of being in this business.
Okay.
I've never heard someone say, I am so excited to meet with you and talk about life insurance.
Life insurance. Guess what we're going to do? Yeah.
Let's have a party. Let's enjoy. I'm looking forward to it. My whole family's going to come.
All right, hold on, though, Jim. Okay, so you never heard somebody say they bought way too much life insurance. Or you've never heard somebody say my spouse paid way too much. You've never heard somebody says, I'm looking forward to write the check to the heirs of your business partner who passed. You've never heard somebody say, the creditor's going to waive the debt. And you've never heard somebody say, this is hard for me to imagine because you're a heck of a nice guy.
Thank you.
I've never heard somebody say, I'm excited to sit down and talk to you about life insurance. Jim, what have you heard?
What have I heard? Glad you asked that question. I have heard this, and it gets a little heavy for a second,
all right,
and it gets a little personal. But I have had people say, I am so glad that you helped us put that coverage in place because it provided blank for me and my family.
What's a blank?
The blank could be, it allowed me and the kids to stay in this house.
Right.
It allowed me to be able to put these kids through college. One of my first real cases out there that I was involved with, that I went to the people's house and helped the widow lady, who was only 42, by the way, process a life insurance claim. And when I went there, we sat down and put all of the wishes together in place that the husband, who passed away in a tragic accident, had put together in place. When she wrote the check back to us for the investment to pay for them, we first paid for the mortgage, we paid for the kids to go to college, and then provided her a nest egg. When she wrote that check, she could hardly bring her pen to write out that check because she was so emotional. And I was trying to be sensitive. I'm sorry for your loss. She says, that's not what I'm emotional about. My husband loved us so much that I can write a check today for our current needs and our future. I never thought of it in that context, but today I can write that check, and I am so proud and happy that my husband did that for us.
Which side of the fence do you want to be on, folks? Seriously, you gotta make the time to sit down with Jim, talk about the life insurance. You may never say you're excited about it, but you will thank him, and your heirs will thank him if you do that, and thank you for doing it.
But we're passionate about it at our firm, that we take care of those risk needs like life insurance as a part of a whole plan.
And
you can call us. Call us. We want to hear from you. We will not put pressure on you. We will not sell you more than you think you need. We're going to help you figure out what is right for you. 720-356-6474 or james.smith@prudential.com.
You know what? We don't know what tomorrow holds, but we know we can take care of our family today, and we can take care of our business today. Jim, this was an excellent topic today to talk about. Thank you.
Well, I know it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
On a brighter note, I just want to invite everybody. We're going to be, me and my team are going to be out at a huge event on August 6th and 7th out at Bandimere Speedway. It's a big Christian music festival.
It's Heaven Fest.
Heaven Fest.
Yeah.
7 and 8. Friday and Saturday, we're going to be out there. Hopefully, we're going to be handing out water. And we're going to be out there to help people. It's going to be the 7th and 8th. You can look at heavenfest.com, or you can call me. I'm on the board. I'd love to talk to you about it.
You're on the board of Heaven Fest?
I am.
720-356-6474. That is the icing on top of the cake of why we should trust you and do business with you, brother.
Live life, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. That's it. 720-356-6474. Call Jim. Get your finances in order now.
Thanks for being here, Jim.
You bet. Great day.
Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming next. You're listening to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Don't get stressed when your car gets damaged. Just call the doctor. Bumper Doc Denver can restore your car to mint condition. Whether it's hail damage, bumper dings, or car versus garage, Bumper Doc Denver can get you back in your car and on the road quickly. They can also process your claim. Bumper Doc's experts work with all insurance companies. Estimates are free. At Bumper Doc Denver, you always come first. Visit bumperdocdenver.com or call today 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude, and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin' Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. You know what? There is no such thing as a guarantee in life.
None?
You think?
Nothing is guaranteed?
I don't know. You tell me. What do you think is guaranteed?
I don't know.
Change.
I don't know. But
Change
it's
is
just the way you
guaranteed. I guess
said that
that's it.
there's nothing guaranteed that it made me think there's got to be stuff that there is. Of course, nothing's coming to the top of my mind.
The one thing that never changes is that the change will come.
Well, I actually found a blog written by Betty Lou, and she says there are 5 golden traits that will guarantee your success.
Guarantee my success?
That's what she says.
I would love to see what
She
Betty
says,
has to say.
Accomplished people have common characteristics that help them stand out above the rest, and some are things you've thought of, and others are not so obvious. But she says that if you can identify with all of them, all 5 of them, then you're guaranteed to be, she says, I'm guaranteed to be looking at a person who's already achieved or about to achieve great success.
Wow, she's not only telling what is, but is prognosticating the future. Okay,
yeah,
good.
all right. Okay, so first thing she says, golden trait of guaranteeing your success.
Yes?
They are good at execution.
Killing people?
No.
Oh.
She says bright ideas are a dime a dozen. Not to belittle the creation process, but what makes a person successful is not so much the idea, but whether or not they will carry that idea to fruition. Will they put the action behind it and actually do something, build something, create something? Don't just think about it. Don't just have an idea, but actually make it happen.
I was talking about you this weekend.
You were?
Uh-huh.
Why? What
Because
were
I
you
was
doing?
talking about this, and I actually used the word execution.
Were you talking about me killing people?
I used the word execute. No.
Oh.
I was describing the dynamic of the professional relationship between you and I. And in many ways, I am the visionary, I am the dreamer, I am the one who goes way out there, that's where we want to be. And you are the one who comes and says, okay, Bucker, rein it in, and let's do day by day. And you're the one who develops the execution of what we do. And I think you're one step, if there's 5 of them, you've got that one.
All right. Well, she says that entrepreneurs tell her all the time not to worry about telling people your big ideas because 99% of the time, nobody else is going to execute on them anyways.
Yep.
The country is full of wannabe entrepreneurs, she says, because most of the time people want to daydream about their big business idea, but very few are actually willing to put in the sweat equity to make it happen.
Got to roll up your sleeves and do the elbow grease. That's it.
All right, number 2, golden
Yes.
trait to guarantee your success.
All right.
They have a chip on their shoulder.
Pringles?
Well, hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
no, you know what? That sounds negative. It's not about that at all. Here's what it really means. It's turning lemons into lemonade. It says, you know something? I know there's negativity out there, but we choose positivity. It's saying, we're going to make this thing happen no matter what.
And I know it's going to be an uphill battle. I know it's not an easy path. And all those people saying it can't be done are getting annoying to those of us who are doing it.
Indeed. I like
All
that.
right.
Okay,
Okay,
guess what? That's you.
Do we have that? Okay, number 3. They are good decision makers.
Oh.
All right, and we do know. I mean, the leaders, they have to be able to make decisions, good, bad, or indifferent. Make a decision. We've been in board meetings, we've been in leadership meetings where
no one wants to make a decision. It's just
you know what? You waste so much time, and we go back to the drawing board. And well, what else can we do? And let's talk about, and let's be creative some more. Not every decision has to be the right one.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Not every decision does have to be the right one, but it's the one we're going to make. It's the one we're going to take, and we will adjust our course accordingly.
You'll adjust, right? You'll discover, okay, this wasn't the right decision, so we'll tweak it, and eventually it will be the right decision.
Remember that time we were at Swedish Hospital? We made the wrong decision. We went right and tried to get to the elevator, but we didn't find the elevator. So we turned around. We made the right decision. Well, we made the decision to go right, turned around, came back, and then there was one of those patients who was trying to get a burger, but all he was in his hospital gown carrying his IV tray. Do you remember that?
No. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
You're delusional.
No, I'm telling you straight up. I can even name him, but I won't because it would embarrass him.
Okay, so Eric was in the hospital gown.
I wasn't.
But they are. Make a decision, and then rectify the decision if you need to tweak it. It's okay, because what do we say? A good decision.
A good plan today is much better than a perfect plan tomorrow.
Exactly. All right, number 4. Guaranteeing your success with these golden traits. They give a lot.
You know what? Givers are my favorite kind of people.
Well, and it isn't always about money, though there are plenty of successful people who give away money. But here's the thing. They give a lot. Successful people tend to think a lot about others. How can they help the people around them? What can they do to give their clients or their employees more? What can they do to enhance the lives of those around them?
Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have, I give to you.
Absolutely. So givers given an immense amount to everybody that they, and people just know them. They're givers. We know our friend Bob Berg, the go-giver. They are givers with whatever it is that they have.
Absolutely.
And the 5th, the final golden trait to guarantee success. If you have all of these traits, then you've already achieved your success, or you are about to achieve great success.
80% there right now.
Number 5.
Yes.
The 5th golden trait. They are highly disciplined.
In other words, they got sent to the room a lot when they were children?
Probably. Probably got in trouble for doing a lot of things they shouldn't have, but they learned the lesson and to not do it again. She says that hard work requires an immense amount of focus and discipline, especially in the face of hardship. Doesn't mean that we don't have fun, that you can't relax, but we work hard and we play hard. And they know that the work has to come before the play. Absolutely. And they get the work done. They work long hours. They'll work extendedly. They will find the answer even if they don't have it.
You know what? I think you hit all 5 of those points.
You're about to achieve great success.
Here's the cool thing. I've been talking about you this whole time, just kind of because I silently measure myself against you. I think I have those too. We take different roads to get to the same thing. You would rather, once you announce a plan, you start to work on that right now. I find out what the deadline is, but I get the job done.
Get the job done.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, here's the thing. Do you possess any of the traits? The good news is you can probably identify with at least a couple of them.
Sure.
And all the others can be learned, can be tweaked. You can kind of hone in on them just to make sure that you're growing to your full potential. So even if you don't have it yet, if you're not quite as disciplined as you need to be, there are tools and resources you can put around you. Just thinking more about others, you probably do already, a little bit more, and you'll be that go-giver. Make a decision. Stop waffling. Get off the fence. Make that decision, and just get stuff done. Get her done.
Absolutely. Waffles get a bad rap. I like waffles. Thank you for that, Betty Lou, the inspiration for this conversation. And thank you for tuning in to this, the most positive business talk show in America. Have you checked the calendar?
I check it every single day.
That's the discipline, see?
That is that discipline. But check the Experience Pros calendar. In fact, you can actually subscribe to it so you never miss an Experience Pros event from us and all of our members. See where we're going to be. Every month we've got recurring events and fun new things for you to check out.
I love it. There you go. ExperiencePros.com/calendar. ExperiencePros.com/calendar. facebook.com/calendar. All right, on behalf of Charlie, our producer, Mindy, who is coming in and helping us today as well, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you for tuning in and participating in the revolution in how people treat people in business. We will see you tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.